Hey guys, we're out here doing some ice fishing today, February 16th. We're at a little reservoir in central Montana. I was wanting to go to more of a trout spot, but the snow out here is pretty dang deep. There's about 1.5 feet on the ice that I had to shovel through to even set up. So right now we're actually in more of a perch spot, but there could be some trout cruising through. I'm gonna run 2 rods. Gonna have just a little red scud jig on my jigging rod, and then a tungsten with the mealworms on my dead stick. I'm gonna set the dead stick up about a little bit higher than halfway up the water column. That's kind of where the trout have been hanging out. And then I've already brought in a few perch today, so we'll get after it. Neighbors are having a good time. It sounds like they're playing some music and all that. Hopefully that doesn't get me copywritten. A lot of marks coming in now. Dead stick right about there. Got to mark up by the dead stick now. There we go. There's a little perch. Yeah, it's kind of what we're working with today. Just some small guys. We're in about 30 feet of water. I've fished this spot a few times, and every fish I've released I've watched swim right back down to the bottom, so not too concerned about it being too deep for the perch right now. That one scooted straight back down. I've only had a few where you could see the air bladder inflated, and those ones I typically keep. This spot pretty automatic, it seems, when it comes to these perch. Already getting eats. Oh, missed that one. Nah, missed another one. When you're trying on these perch here, I had one day a few weeks ago. I was only out here for 2 hours and got 75. Kept 25 of them. They're still in my freezer, so probably won't be keeping any perch today unless they're gonna die. If I do catch a trout, any trout I catch today is probably gonna go home with me. Still got plenty of marks down there. There we go. Hooked that one. A little bit nicer. he didn't want to see the camera. A little perch. Send him back down. Oh, we had a pretty nice mark about halfway up the water column. Might be a trout. I think there's actually another perch. There we go. There's another one. Another pretty decent one. That's probably the longest one of the day so far. Keep in mind, I'm a pretty big guy, so I had giant hands. I'm 6'10". My hand is 10 inches from thumb to pinky there. Really makes these little perch look that much smaller. Oh, that one felt like it had a little bit more weight to it. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good perch right there. About a 7.5 inch perch. Not bad at all. Back down there. Been pretty dang cold here in Montana. We had a cold snap, and I don't think it's been above 10 degrees for about 10 days. So, needless to say, hasn't been any fly fishing going on. Next weekend, however, is supposed to be right around 37. So I'm definitely going to be hitting the river again. It's been a fairly productive fly fishing winter when I've had the chance to actually go fly fishing. So yeah, that's the grub I'm using, a little XL Scud in red. These perch, it doesn't seem to really matter what color or what you're doing. They'll eat just about everything. There we go. Another decent guy. Probably a 6.5 inch perch right there. Last time I was in this spot, I had quite the mixed bag. Had a perch, one walleye, one rainbow, and one brown. There we go. Another perch. There we go. There we go. A decent little perch. There we go. That was a little fatter than the other ones have been. There we go. Got him on hook. Might have to get a beer can out to compare these fish to, since my rig. I'm trying out this different style of spring bobber. I think I like these ones better. This is more of a wire with a little bright orange ball on the end. I'm not sure how much I like it. Seems to be hard to get the line to come through. There we go. That's another good one. He kind of choked it. I think it's gear 30 after that one. The Miller Lite Pounders today. Currently Sunday. I work night shifts, and so tomorrow night is my first shift back on. I like to have my Sundays typically be just sitting at the house. I don't usually fly fish on the weekends just because there's so many people, but I don't mind going on the ice with a bunch of people out. There we go. There we go. There's another one. Oh man. This is the biggest fish of the year. Biggest perch of the year. Dang. There we go. Like I said, my hands make these fish look small, so there's it compared to a pounder. Dang good perch. If I didn't have 25 of them in the freezer, I'd keep him. All right, give me a little bit more of my point of view here. Just had another decent school come through. Looks like they're working their way back in. I'm getting some eats. For some reason, I'm not seeing my jig. There's a fish. Not seeing my jig on the screen, but I am still seeing all the fish. Another one of them little perch. Looks like they nipped the tail off of that one. Down the hole. So this is how I've been rigging these up. I had been hooking them with that curve going away from the hook, and it'd have it more poking up like that. But I feel like that had them more grabbing it away from the hook, so I've been going with that curve of that lure or that grub there. So the tip of my hook is right there underneath it. We get a lot better hookup ratios that way. The more important deal. There we go. Feels like a little dink. It sure is. There's another one. That's a little bit better. And there he goes, scoots off. Probably show you guys one more fish, and then I'm gonna put you guys away unless I get into anything noteworthy. There we go. Ooh, that feels like another nice one. Hey, this one has some heft to it. Ah, I guess just a little bit bigger than the average ones today. Looks like about a 7-incher. Next to the pounder for comparison. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna put you guys away. Just focus on fishing. I'll show you if anything cool happens. Alright guys, it's got another nice one. Pretty decent sized fish. Right at about 9 inches. There we go. Well, I wasn't recording, but I just caught my biggest perch ever. Solid 11 inch perch. There he goes back down. That's a big female. She'll spawn and make a whole bunch more percher next year. What's up guys? Back at home now. Didn't end up doing an outro again. Sun went down behind a hill and it got cold quick, so I just got out of there. But yeah, pretty much it was just a small to medium size perch day. I got that one decent one at the end. Yeah, Montana perch, they're not quite what Northwest perch are, so most of those fish were about average of what I typically catch here in Montana. There are some lakes here in Montana that produce some big perch, but yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. But yeah, pretty decent day. Didn't end up getting any trout. I was really hoping to get some of them for the smoker, but yeah, there's still some winter left, so hopefully I'll be able to stack up a few stalker trout out of the lakes. That way I can get my trout fix for the year. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.